welcome to New Movies in Hell. I'm Chris Geiger.
I'm LaClaw Scott, and we are reviewing Richard Linklater's The Hitman. Is that correct?
Yes.
The Hitman. Okay.
Is it The Hitman or is it just Hitman? Either way.
Yeah, Hitman.
This was cute.
Yes. Yeah. Are you a Glenn Powell fan?
I don't know. I feel like after this, though, I'm much more of a fan than I was going in. I just watched Anyone But You.
Okay.
That did not make me a Glenn Powell fan, but I did
Interesting.
Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
So I was kind of on the fence.
And now you're a fan.
And yes, I'm much more inclined to see a Glenn Powell movie after that. It's not his fault that Anyone But You was bad. I mean, it was good for what it was. It was a good romantic comedy, and he does a good job in it. It's just not.
It's not good.
It's not really my kind of movie.
I thought you would like romantic comedies.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other romantic comedies that I've liked, but I'm having a hard time right now.
I feel like I'm aware of him from Ryan Murphy's Scream Queens TV show where he just plays like that punchable face type of guy, like the extremely douchey frat guy. And yeah, I didn't see Top Gun Maverick. I still haven't. I know that's terrible. I have not seen Anyone But You. Going into this, I kind of had an open mind about Glenn Powell. I was pleasantly surprised.
Now, do you like romantic comedies?
It's interesting because I just feel like maybe I haven't found the right one. In the 90s, there were a ton. And then in the early 2000s, there were a ton because they were often attached with Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. Yeah. And then it just the genre quickly died because everybody was just into action movies. And yeah, it was like your romantic comedies were more associated with holidays.
Right. I do like Love Actually. Is that a romantic comedy?
Yes, I do love. I love Love Actually.
I don't know that that's a romantic comedy though, because many things in that are not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or kind of depressing.
Or romantic, really.
Yeah, that's true. The Holiday. I really like that one.
Yes, that was very cute. I also feel like maybe it depends. Maybe I have aged out of romantic comedy. There is a sort of fairy tale storyline with romantic comedies that I think once you get to a certain age, just like the Disney princess movies, you're a little bit like, wow, that's, yeah.
Honestly, I just don't think that they make them like they used to. I think they used to be a really big box office draw, and then it was just kind of like, you know what? We pump a bunch of money into action movies or, universes, then it'll bring people out.
Which is unfortunate because I think they're probably pretty inexpensive to make because you don't have to do all the special effects and all of the action sequencing and choreography, and probably insurance is a lot lower.
Yeah. Yes.
But how do you feel about Richard Linklater?
I feel like I haven't seen much of his films. Makes me inclined to actually watch more.
Okay.
Because I thought this movie was very smart. Not the way that it was positioned in the trailers, which is interesting because it made it seem like it was going to be a whole different type of movie. It was surprisingly smart.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Have you seen other Richard Linklater movies?
I've seen a couple. I saw the Ethan Hawke, Julie Delpy. The
Before Sunrise.
Yeah, I saw the
Before
first
Sunset.
2 in that series, and I didn't like either of them. And then Dax went to see the third, and I was like, I'm good.
You know what? I did see those. I forgot that was him.
Yeah, I think that's him. And then the one that he did with the young kid, Boyhood, was it?
Yeah.
And is that Rosanna Arquette? Rosanna Arquette was really good in that. I felt like the kid was not that great an actor. Like, that's sort of the thing. Like, when you start with someone who's so young, and then you get them again 12 years later, however many years ago it was, like, they've changed a lot.
Yeah.
And they maybe didn't develop acting skills in the way that you thought they might. But I thought Patricia Arquette was great. Yeah, so that's Richard Linklater. He's hit or miss for me, but I thought this was good. I like this.
Hmm.
I especially like the ending, which I won't spoil, but let's go to the slides. 24 and 24.5. That's pretty close.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Costumes. I have a good here's my rationale for costumes, hair, and makeup. Okay.
Okay.
He didn't really change that materially. Like the people with whom reached out to him for his services, when he showed up to their court hearings, he didn't like, they knew exactly who he was. So like the costumes and hair and makeup were good, but it was like not enough to like totally disguise him from the hitman that they had hired.
I thought the costumes and hair and makeup were a source of like many of the funnier moments in that movie. Like where
Of
he's
course.
the Russian hitman and he's talking to the woman about the boat and he's like Miami Vice.
Yes. Or Tilda Swinton. He's literally Tilda Swinton.
Right. Or like when he like their first the first one that he goes out on and he's wearing like the dad shorts and they're like, you can't wear that. Like I thought that the costumes definitely like gave it just another form for that humor to come out. Actually, I only did 2.5. I didn't feel like anyone was really stretching.
I actually thought it was good. I thought that like for him to toggle between himself and like the Ron character was very good. And then maybe that was just considering his his day job as a professor, but toggling between all these personalities, and then trying to like maintain, not to spoil anything, but like, just to maintain relationships with certain people in character. I thought it was really good for him.
But we both gave it a 3 for Rater's Choice and Story. And I did like the little thing that they do at the end where they like tell you about the guy that it was loosely based on. Do you
I
have
don't
anything
think it would have
else?
been a romantic comedy if it were. It probably would have just been like an interesting action or a drama.
Right. Do you have anything else you want to say about this movie?
I think it's interesting that this movie was in theaters and then went to Netflix, and now it's in like both. And I feel like it gives people the option to watch at their leisure, if you have Netflix, but then also get out to the movie theaters. And since the last like week or so, more people have been talking about it. I feel like, at least in social circles. So I think it's definitely a watch and maybe a rewatch down the line.
Well, people were just surprised that it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
as good as it was. Like I didn't go into it with high expectations.
Oh, yes, definitely. Same. It was like, it'll be a casual watch.
Yeah. Do you have anything to plug in this episode?
Looking forward to summer movie season. There's a lot of them. I'm like still catching up.
It's true. There is a lot. I feel like there are a lot of horror movies and coming out. So there's The Watchers.
Yes. Yeah.
And then there's another. So The Watchers is M. Night Shyamalan's daughter.
Yes.
And then M. Night Shyamalan has a movie coming out that I
Yeah.
just saw the trailer for. Yes. So that also looks interesting. Maxxxine. Is Maxxxine a horror or is that just like a crime mystery thriller?
If it's in the same vein as Pearl and X, then it's definitely going to be a horror film. But it'll be like a thriller horror. Like, I don't think it'll be like non-intentional slasher, if that makes sense? It's slashing with intent.
Did you get to see Abigail? I know you were thinking about it.
Oh gosh, no. It was like in the theater and then it was gone. So I have to actually check and see if it's streaming. There's like a list of things that I need to check that are streaming. I still haven't seen Fall Guy. Like I went to go see it. And like I wanted to see it in the theater. It's not at AMC anymore. It's like $20 to rent on Apple. I and Amazon. And I was just like, okay,
Hmm.
I want to see this movie. Why is it so expensive? There has to be a better way.
There has to be a better way. Thelma's coming
Maybe
out.
it should have been like it should still be in the theater. It seems like it's a summer blockbuster that got released like beginning of last month, but I'm trying.
Thelma's coming out.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
I know, that looks so cute. The Dead Don't Hurt, which is the first Western in a while. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.